Hi, my name is John. I'm an author, obviously, and I write Sherlock Holmes books, but they're not your normal Sherlock Holmes books. My stories all take place in an alternate reality, a multiverse, where magic and steampunk science both exist. And my stories are loaded with monsters, shapeshifters, demons, alien things from deep beneath the earth. I love the genre of urban fantasy, so I feature a lot of it in my writing. And one of my favorite characters is actually an ongoing character with Sherlock Holmes and his friends, and they work together off and on as necessary on various cases. And that guy is Count Dracula. Ooh. Now, my Count Dracula is not the bloodthirsty, crazy, sexually driven vampire that you see in the movies, or one of those guys that twinkle in the dark. He's a count, and he's kind, and he's compassionate, but he's immortal. He was tricked into it. He despises being a vampire. He refuses to drink human blood. He drinks pig's blood instead, or whatever blood is available that's not human. And he's got a very, very good sense of humor, which Watson doesn't always like because it always has to do with fangs. I can't see mine because my mustache is in the way now. I hope to get this trimmed somewhere in the near future. So he's featured a lot in my books. I also have Frankenstein in my books. I have witches. I have demons. I said that already. And I have a really famous magician who's actually alive in our own world at one time, Harry Houdini. I've always loved Harry Houdini. And actually, Harry Houdini and Conan Doyle at one time worked together to break up these charlatan psychic mediums who were ripping everybody off of their money because they wanted to see their dead ones again or talk to them and get forgiveness or whatever. But they were fake. They weren't really seeing any of that stuff. So my stories deal with the Harry Houdini, who was the disciple of Merlin the Magician. And Merlin the Magician is great, and he is featured in some of my stories. Not all of them, because Harry is the main focus of magic. Harry has magic that comes from his right hand. When he wants to do something, his palm glows a nice blue color. And if danger is around, his left palm turns red, and his hand turns red. So he's a very recognizable magical figure, and he has a lot to do with what goes on. He's also an actor and a stage performer. He performs at Shakespeare's Globe Theater. Yes, that's the time period the stakes in, except it's in an alternate history and reality. In this history and this reality, Shakespeare is an entrepreneur. He does have the run to Globe Theater like he did in this life. But the difference is he has Harry as his main feature much of the time. Harry rides dragons. He brings in all kinds of crazy stuff. And there are a lot of stories that revolve around Harry, as well as Harry helping out Sherlock Holmes. Sherlock Holmes has a tremendous number of great help. And I'll go into those more in other videos.
Touching side, yeah, I get it on my soul. Expect the heroes to do the jingle go. The sudden can get them while you're going to go. Oh, yes, can lose this year of home anymore. But don't get up for free, yes, but I was the ghost of us. after years. On back the other, oh, they cross boy, the one and see shit. Do you really sway just ask me where I need it's y'all answer it tonight. Oh, yeah, that's a hard deal, but my championship, of course, get day, cherish the limit. I feel that my thing, you know it, don't you? Fire applies tonight. What down to make you stone no the eyes. For you, into the stick waves, come out, watch you double pump. Saldo was gumchata staitela bu isavalit el schwaso lobata en is beden mir du so sin vorstellen das Jeff always chose with that ja geht in der das que se clear out sich sanger Mensch each fact never see the circle inside is get been could on forth and going GBC yeah there's something to see it's your time and the same down in that this one big take that change afraid of that yeah